All right, what's up, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well out there. Out here picking some beans today. We had a subscriber ask this question a while back about how to pick them. We did a first picking last week. We got about 2/3 of a bushel, somewhere in that range. This time, I'm estimating we'll probably have about 1.5 bushels off of all these beans. But if you'll notice when I'm picking them, I'm trying to leave this part on. And that's so that they'll last longer for the customers when they purchase them. Whenever we want to can these, I would not waste my time of trying to pull that off. I would break them right off the plant, just like that. That way a part of the stringing of your bean has already been completed, and I would just leave this part on the plant. But because we're selling them, there again, I'm leaving these on just to help out the longevity of the beans. They just last a whole lot longer when you leave that part on there. If you're going to can them, save yourself the time, pop that piece off. And that happens from time to time too. I am trying to be gentle with the blooms in this situation, being as we're trying to harvest more of these. But sometimes the plant breaks off. Not really much you can do about it besides cry about it. So I'm leaving beans that are smaller. If they are basically this size right here or smaller, I'm leaving them on the plant, and I'll come back next week. And for an example of the size, I have a quarter in my hands. That way you can kind of see. That's about the size that I would leave on the plant to let it get bigger. And here's an example of about what it would look like about a week later, around that size. It may even be a little bigger like this. So that's kind of how they look. And this is about the time you would want to pick them if you're doing it once a week. So there's your quarter. This will kind of give you some reference for size there, if y'all can see that. So that's kind of how it goes. I'm going through here trying to be gentle with the blooms again, trying not to mess them up too bad. But what do? You're going to mess up some of the blooms. And also, if you're trying to sell the beans, the best thing to do is just leave that bloom residue on there. It indicates to the customers that they're fresh, and people like that type of stuff. You have to be incredibly gentle with them. I kind of take the plant, rock it back. Of course, if you go more than like 90 degrees bending the plants around, you're probably going to break the entire plant off. There we go. So I'm kind of leaving some of these smaller ones on here like that. Again, next week they'll be big and ready to go. But here we are picking. There again, just trying to pick out the ones that are going to be too big for next week's harvest. That way, it'll be another week and they can start to produce more. But we should have a good mess of them today. It should be about 1.5 bushels. And again, this is a 25 by 20 area with the plants that I'm assuming that were planted about in an 18-inch grid. Now, another thing to note here on the beans, let me get that quarter back out. So this one right here, it's not going to get any longer. The only thing, this bean right here is going to get fatter. So let me pull that quarter back out again to show you. So when they're like this, I just go ahead and pull them. Let me see if I can get out of the way of the sun there. I just go ahead and pull them. They can be fatter than this, but as far as how fat this one is, it's probably just about as small as I would pick this one. Just wait another week and come back and it'll be bigger. So you run into a lot of these. I'll see if I can show y'all any more of those, but these will have to be picked as well. It's got a little spot on the end, but that'll be just fine. I would keep this one if I were canning, because I could just break this part off, keep that part of the bean. But right now the goal is not for canning. It is to take these to the farmer's market. Yeah, there's another example. That bean right there, it is not going to get any bigger. Longer, I mean. And it's not going to get any wider either. So you'll have these, you have to pick these periodically. There again, there's the quarter. It's kind of give you some reference. So when I like that, there's time to pick those. Here's another big old pile of them. There's everywhere through here. This one's loaded down. Got another weed right there. Came right on out. Another one of those examples. That's as big as it's going to get. Keep saying big, I mean long. And there again, just for a size reference, that's about when you're ready to pick your beans, when they're about that size. Just about like that. I'm joking, you don't have to do this, but it seems like every time we post a video, people unsubscribe. So don't forget to unsubscribe. No, I'm just kidding. You can do what you want. If you feel you need to, you certainly can. But if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. And also give the video a like. That's cool. Hopefully it wasn't too awful boring, but I don't know. Y'all will be the judge of that. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. We greatly appreciate it. It's good to see y'all again, and y'all have a good one.